shift in the way in which food is produced, procured, and consumed is not restricted to Europe and is indeed a global agenda. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals have a key emphasis upon food and particularly SDG 2, Zero Hunger, which has a specific target around promoting sustainable agriculture. At the European level, procurement, as framed by the European Procurement Directives of 2014, is key to the delivery of the European Green Deal and the Farm to Fork strategy. As explored in previous URBACT video tutorials on strategic procurement, whilst the directives are predominantly focused upon ensuring competition and transparency in procurement, they also include principles around flexibility, supporting small to medium-sized enterprises, and using procurement to realise wider social and environmental goals. These requirements and principles also apply to the procurement of food-related products and services, with cities allowed to engage with stakeholders, develop criteria around social and environmental considerations, and use decision-making factors other than cost. Municipalities across Europe are responsible for the procurement of a range of food-related goods and services. Cities, however, face significant real and perceived barriers in undertaking food procurement more strategically, and so that it delivers local economic, social, and environmental benefits. First, the historical culture around food procurement is that catering services will be delivered by large, often multinational corporations, because they will be able to provide those services and associated food products cheaper and at scale. Second, municipalities often do not have in place a strategy around the procurement of food and how that links to their wider social, economic, health and well-being and environmental objectives. Third, food procurement officers can often be risk-averse and not be prepared to adapt EU and national level procurement legislation to their own contexts because of fear of challenge. Fourth, there is often no clear collaboration at the local level between the producers of food, such as farmers, and those purchasing food through procurement. And fifth, there is often a misunderstanding about national guidelines on food diets, and which leads to food waste because of oversupply of food for school meals, for example. At URBACT, we believe that cities and public administrations can use the cycle of procurement as a way of overcoming these barriers. We advise cities and public administrations to follow these steps and the examples we share to become more strategic themselves in food procurement. Step 2 of our cycle of procurement is about governance and identifying outcomes. At URBACT, we believe all cities should have in place strategies that outline broadly the economic, social and environmental outcomes that the municipality and partners want to achieve. Cities should also outline in a sustainable procurement strategy the outcomes that are relevant to be realised as part of the purchase of goods, services and works through procurement. Cities can use procurement to contribute towards overarching outcomes that are focused upon creating jobs, supporting social economy organisations and reducing the impact of climate change, for example. When it comes to food and procurement, cities can produce specific food strategies that outline their principles and the types of outcomes they want to realise in relation to food in their local area. This could include reducing the amount of meat produced and consumed, moving towards more organic production of food, reducing the amount of food waste, reducing the distance food products travel, and reducing packaging associated with food products. All of these food-specific outcomes should be embedded in the sustainable procurement strategy, if the city has one, and should be outcomes that municipalities and other procurers at the local level consider when procuring catering services, school canteen meals, and vending machines, for example. In Austria, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and the federal provinces have developed a whole programme of work called Austria Eats Regionally, and which is focused upon food procurement. The programme provides support to procurers in municipality canteens and school kitchens to undertake procurement in a way that meets key national goals around food production and consumption, such as 100% regional and seasonal food, and increase of the organic share to 55% by 2030. The high-level food strategy is accompanied by an action plan for sustainable public procurement, and which sets out key procurement requirements around the purchase of fish from sustainable aquaculture and daily vegetarian and vegan dishes, for example. Mouansartou, a French town, serves 100% organic food to 1,100 students per day at the school canteens. 85% of the vegetables and fruits come from the municipal farm, with 50% of what's served being vegetarian. This food policy has significantly reduced the city's carbon footprint while fostering healthier diet habits for the local population.